Doing out there. This is easy work boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Got to talk about some boxing today, y'all. You know how we do on this channel. I seen an interview with Fight Hype with Angel Garcia. Now, Angel Garcia had some words, say some advice for Errol Spence Jr., but I have my opinion on the words that he was trying to Errol Spence Jr. Now, he comes across and he says that, due to the situation of what Errol Spence went through with the car accident, if he was Errol Spence Jr., he would take at least 2 years off. Yeah, 2 years off due to the accident, to get his mind right, to, be with his children, to enjoy life with his kids. Good advice. Great advice. That would be great advice coming from somebody who wasn't trying to line up and get Errol Spence's belts, basically. He coming across like he really looking out for Errol Spence Jr., but his whole point of view of it is to make it closer for Danny Garcia to get the titles. He don't really say that in the interview, but the person who wrote this article, which was on Google, talked to him, I guess, a little bit more, and he was basically saying that if Errol Spence decided to step down for 2 years and take a break, it'll be more easier for Danny Garcia to go in and grab 2 belts. And even the reporter himself who was writing the article said that Danny Garcia was a good fighter at 140. But since he's been at 147, he hasn't showed and proved he's the same fighter that was at 140. So it's kind of looking bad for Angel Garcia, in my opinion, because why would you literally go out and say that, and then you'll go into an article and say that it'll be better for him to go and retire or sit down for 2 years so your son can easily work his way up and take 2 belts? But the average person, they'll look at it and they'll think like, oh, Angel Garcia is really caring for Errol Spence Jr. Yeah, Errol, you might do need to. Errol know what he feel. Errol know what he want to do. Errol a grown man. If Errol Spence say he good enough to come back and fight, he know his body. He know what's going on with him. He can come back. That's nothing but to try to get Errol Spence to sit down because their son probably don't really want to fight him. Why would you say that? Instead of you saying that, why wouldn't you say, hey, Errol, your next fight in May, let my son Danny fight you for the titles? You see what I'm saying? You see how it's coming across like, oh, go sit down, Errol, so we can get a chance to get a title. That's basically making it seem like your son is scared of Errol Spence Jr. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm wrong, but this is my opinion. I would never, if I was a trainer, say nothing like that, and my son is in your weight class. Because if he watched that, if Errol Spence watched that, he know, oh, they don't want to fight me. They want the easy route. They want to take the easy route. They don't really want to come and try to take my belts from me. They want me to go and sit down and relinquish my belts so they can go and have a chance to beat somebody and take my belts. Well, what you going to do when Errol Spence come back? You think he ain't coming for his belts? You're going to have to fight him anyway. You're going to have to fight Errol Spence anyway. All that trying to be friendly and like you giving this man advice, he got a daddy too. And this is not being disrespectful towards Angel Garcia, none of that. I'm just telling you, he has a father too. His father can give him the same advice, but he knows what he wants to do. He's a grown man. Errol Spence said, I want to fight in May. Either Pacquiao, he even said he wanted to fight Danny Garcia. He didn't even mention he wanted to fight Terrence, but he said he wanted to fight Danny Garcia. He said he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. But no. You don't want to see Danny get beat again. That's what it is. He don't want to see Danny get beat again. Now they went and fought Ivan. They finna fight Ivan Red Cash. You know what I'm saying? Red Cash, however you say it. But in my opinion, this will be Danny will win this fight. In my opinion, but I think Danny gonna get exposed a little bit. This guy coming back with a little bit more confidence. You know what I'm saying? He is trained. He was trained with Sugar Shane Mosley when he fought Devin Alexander. Now he's gonna get trained by Sugar Shane Mosley's father, Jack. So I think he gonna be up to par with this fight. I think that boy he gonna use his jab. Ivan never really used his jab in the fight till Shane Mosley trained him. So I will be seeing a jab from Ivan. He really gonna bring it to Danny Garcia. Even though Ivan is a smaller fighter who done moved up. You know, Danny probably got a chance to knock him out, but he gonna test Danny Garcia. He gonna show the world why Danny Garcia is not a Errol Spence, is not a Keith Thurman, is not a Sean Porter at 147. In my opinion, Danny Garcia needs to go back down to 140. Him and Adrian Broner both need to go back down to 140. They shouldn't be at 147. Because since Danny Garcia has made it to 147, he hasn't been the same dude. Loss after loss after loss. Now, he was losing. I had a guy get on the channel the other day and they get mad when you tell them the truth. He was losing before he actually went to 147. He was losing. My opinion, he lost to Lamont Peterson. He lost to Mauricio Herrera. So, just because he got the O on the that matters. You know, our opinions are our opinions. On paper, he didn't lose them fights. But if you watch them fights, Danny Garcia got beat up. In both of them fights. Now, you know they got the champion rules. If you don't get knocked down, basically you don't get embarrassed. Yeah, the champion still holds his title. I can understand that. But that's not even fair in the sport of boxing to me. These men go out and train, take time away from their family. If the champion get outboxed, he lost. Give the other fighter the belt, man. Don't go by the champion rules and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how Danny has kept his titles at times. By champion rules. But he clearly getting outboxed. Blood coming from his eyes. You know, like it's crazy with Danny Garcia. But his father just made him look bad, though, in my opinion. You don't do that. You know, you tried to come across with it in a little slick way, you know. Hey, if I was Spence, I'd tell him to go sit down. But anybody who know boxing, you can read between the lines on that. And you can realize he really saying, hey, Spence, go sit down so my son can have chance of becoming a champion again. Because I don't believe my son can actually beat you. That's the way it looked. That was a horrible move by Angel Garcia. Right, as a matter of fact, right now would be the time to fight Spence. But y'all so scared, you don't want your son to lose so bad, you telling this man he need to go stay off for 2 years. And if anything, this is the best time to attack. And I ain't saying that nobody should be trying to attack Errol Spence. Errol Spence said he's ready himself, so ain't nobody attacking him. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to go at him, why not right after the car accident when he say he ready? If you beat him, he said he was ready. Then nobody make him go get in the ring. Then nobody make Errol go sign no contract. He said, I'm ready to get back in the ring. Go get him. Go get him. There can't be no excuse. You said you were ready. But like I said, you don't want to see your son lose and y'all want the easy route, so you telling this man to go stay down for 2 years. Errol Spence ought to get on Twitter and say, I'm not giving up my titles and I'm not sitting down for 2 years. I'm coming out, I'm cracking heads, anybody in my way, I'm taking your belt. If you ain't got a belt, I'm going to beat you down too. That's what Errol Spence got. Don't come to me with that slick talk. That slick con-man talk, that bro talk. Don't do it like that. But that's basically what I had to get on here and say on this video, y'all. You know, good words, if it was coming from somebody, you know, who wasn't lined up to fight your son. You know, yeah, man, go rest. Go, you know, sit down, enjoy life. Spend that money. Ball. Ball with them children, man. Buy another, what he had, a Corvette, Lamborghini. Buy another one. Chill. Go play in some water. Go back to the club. You know, enjoy life. That'll be good from somebody who wasn't lined up to fight. His family man wasn't lined up to fight, but I wouldn't pay no attention to that area. I was like, no, you ain't gonna get them belts that easy. You ain't gonna get them that easy. All right, y'all. I've been on Super Chat. I gotta come back on. I ain't gonna be on here that long. What's up? I got Fly Tie Blizzy, Mad Dog H, Unique Dawn. How y'all doing? Oh, I already know Spence will spank Danny Garcia. They know it. That's why he telling him to go take a rest. Please go sit down so you won't beat my son up. And Danny Garcia is a good fighter. First, I had to say this on my videos. I respect these men fully. We are on here talking about a sport that we love. I criticize boxing. I don't know these men. I'm not hating on these men. I wish success and nothing but good health to these men. You have to say that on these videos nowadays because they don't understand that you're just talking about the sport. They think you're actually downgrading that fighter. I respect these men. They risk their lives every day. But that's why I have the channel to talk about boxing. Could it be as our Danny's on the outside? Yeah, because it really ain't no room for Danny Garcia. The only three welterweights that's really talked about right now is Manny Pacquiao. Thank you, brother. Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence, and Terrence Crawford. And they really don't want to talk about Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford had to dig his name out the mud to get mentioned. So it ain't no room for Danny Garcia. And I think that's what it is. That's a good point. They don't like that. Thank you, Unique. Danny won't be back in the spotlight. See, Danny have this mind frame that he's a superstar. Danny Garcia, you are not a none of them are superstars. They are superstars because we watch boxing. Boxing is not a real known sport in America. We all know that. If we was to walk down the street right now and ask who Danny Garcia was, they were like, he on a Mexican restaurant or something in Auburn. You know, you wouldn't know him if you don't watch boxing. They are not superstars. Danny got it in his head. Danny got it in his head that everybody comes to see him. No, Danny, you are a Puerto Rican fighter, Latino fighter. They're gonna come to see you. You talk trash, you back it up sometimes. So they're gonna come see you. You're a good fighter. But you are not a superstar. You mostly sell in large areas where Latinos, Puerto Ricans, and people of that nationality is. Floyd Mayweather had people from Indonesia come to a fight. That's a superstar. Africa come to a fight. That's superstar. He had people coming from Mars. That's a superstar. Yes, race is informed in all forms of life, but race holds no place in boxing. I just made that comment on the video the other day. I mean, what was it, last night? Some guy bought race ain't got nothing to do with no fight. Ain't boxing, period. But I was just speaking in the form of that's why he sells so good. He making it come across like everybody, coming to see him. How you doing, Marlo? Except for maybe when it comes to good marketing. Danny Garcia, what does Danny Garcia market? What do he mark? Who endorses him? Danny Garcia sells because he's a Puerto Rican fighter. Oh, okay. You right. Now, Canelo, could I say Canelo is a superstar? I I, I want to say Canelo is a superstar, but I think, all right, this is what I'm going to say Canelo at. This is Canelo, and this is Floyd Mayweather. I think Canelo need one more big fight or two more big, and he right over Floyd. I don't really see him as that Floyd Mayweather superstar. Yes, he's the richest in the sport. Yes, he makes a lot of money, but I don't see him as that Floyd Mayweather level. And that ain't being, you know what I'm saying, like that or nothing. I don't see him as that. Maybe that's just me. Well, Kingsley agree with me. Like, he is the cash cow right now. He is the big, but he don't bring what Floyd brought. You know, you could miss a Canelo fight. No, see, biblical beast. That's what Oscar De La Hoya told you that Charlo priced himself out. What up, Big Mike? Oscar said that. You have to ask Jamel Charlo. I told y'all, they sending low ball contracts to fighters. And then when the fighter don't agree to it, we offer him a fight. But you didn't say you didn't offer him a right amount of money. You can't send me a low ball contract. I ain't making nothing. I ain't getting nothing out the deal, but I'm going to fight Canelo. And then when I say no, Oscar De La Hoya jumps on camera and say, oh, we gave him that fight. Yeah, but what was the agreement under that fight? How much were you willing to pay him to fight? That's the new duck, y'all. The new ducking is numbers, business, across the street. You're not your own boss. Let me see, was Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran, Tommy Hearns, were all them their own bosses? Because all of them fought each other with no problem. Did any of them were they under their own promotional company? Were they their own boss? Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Leonard. Did y'all hear them speaking about numbers, pay-per-view numbers, but across the street? You signed to this guy, I'm signed to that company. No, you ain't mentioned there wasn't none of that going on when they was fighting. But now all of a sudden, yeah. What you say, King? That man sent him a contract for $34.99. Canelo wants you. And when he say no, we offered him that fight. But yeah, I think Danny Garcia is gonna get a little exposed this upcoming weekend. I truly believe that Danny gonna get exposed. Because every time, look, this happened to Danny Garcia every time, y'all. Every time he go and pick a cherry, every time he picks a cherry, well now, because he picked Rod Salka and he knocked Rod Salka out. That was a fight. That boy ain't had no business being in the ring with Danny Garcia. Ivan Redkish. You'll see it, Ivan Redkish, guy with some red hair, pinkish hair. He gonna be fighting him. Danny is the GOAT. I don't know about that, bro. But I think he gonna get a little exposed. And then, well, I guess Spence could fight either one of them after that. But look, Danny Garcia is not gonna beat Errol Spence Jr. He's not gonna beat Errol Spence Jr. That gonna look like the Michael Garcia fight. Over. Probably even worse. This is probably gonna be Danny's first time getting stopped if Danny Garcia fight Errol Spence Jr. Lamont Peterson almost could have stopped Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia has the style to beat Vince, to beat Spence and Crawford. A fighter with no footwork, a fighter that can only throw a punch when you're standing right there in front of him. He can beat Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Yeah, Danny gonna get him out of there. I ain't saying Danny is not gonna win. For one, this guy really just moving up to 147. And that left hook Danny got, Danny hit him with that left hook. It's over. Now, don't get me wrong, Billy. I ain't disrespecting Danny. Danny can fight now. But going against Errol Spence, bro, it gonna be on Michael Garcia too. He has great timing. He throws a punch exactly when it needs to be thrown. Even Keith Thurman said that. My boy Keith Thurman. Also, I'm on Twitter, y'all. Easy Work Boxing, Facebook. Easy Work Boxing Bow is connected to the channel. I had to put the bow on there because, you know, Facebook be tripping. They don't be wanting you to change your name. They don't want to let you do nothing. Let me see what somebody say up here. If Danny was black, my opinion would be different. You new to the channel, bro. It ain't no racism on here. That's how I know you new to it. Everybody who watch my channel know that. I like white fire. If I feel like I'm going to go for him, I go for him. Ain't no racism on here, bro. Go ahead with that. That's that crybaby. You know, come on, bro. Don't do that. If Danny was, well, come on, let me do it like this. If Danny Garcia was black, this is the same fight I have seen. Let's portray that Danny Garcia is black. All right? Errol Spence will whoop his black ass. All right? That makes you happy. All right? He still get beat up. They crazy. Bro, it's comments about fighters. It's not trying to knock down. Why do y'all do that? Danny Garcia could see you in a coffee shop tomorrow, hungry as hell, and you need and ask for $1. He'll walk past y'all, and y'all be willing to. Come on, bro. We grown men. Cut that out. Cut that out. We grown, bro. I don't like. I hate. I don't no. Oh, let me get back on this boxing. This nigga about to bring me out my character. Let's talk a bit about this boxing. Crazy, man. But Danny Garcia is a great fighter, okay? I'm sorry. I wish you was there. I'll pat your back, burp you or something. Give you a piece of candy, okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Danny is a good fighter, but Errol Spence would beat him up. That's all I'm saying. It's not because he's Puerto Rican. It's because he has no footwork. He throws no combination for real. He only throws when the opponent is standing right there in front of him. Lamont Peterson showed that. Movement frustrates him. You know how it go, Kings. You know the truth. Like Pimp C said, it's like medicine. People don't like it. Oh yeah, Keith Thurman took his feeling. Took his heart. See, Keith Thurman killed him. Sean Porter came and closed the casket. Keith Thurman killed him. Sean Porter came and put the nail in the coffin. See, that's why he need to fight Ivan Redcash so he can build up his confidence. And that's why his daddy made that statement. He said he took his virginity. That's why his daddy made that statement and hopes that Spence will go, oh, Angel Garcia really cares. Let me go sit down for 2 years and just give my belts away so Danny Garcia can become a champion. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Mm-mm-mm. Damn shame. But Danny Garcia he gonna have to do something. See, don't be bagging. See, that's exactly what he doing. Don't be bagging out now. You see how they be calling people names and really don't be wanting to fight? Don't bag out now. Don't be trying to tell them go sit down now. Y'all said y'all want it. Matter of fact, after the Sean Porter fight with Errol Spence, Danny Garcia is commentating after the fight. They sitting them there together. He tell Errol Spence he want Errol Spence. Don't bag out. Don't do what Errol Spence did to Terrence Crawford. Like he told Terrence Crawford, go get a belt, and then Terrence go get a belt, And now it's across the street talk. You ain't your own boss and all. You see, they got to stop with the calling out. But that's basically really all I had to talk about in this video, y'all. I thank everybody for tuning in. Shout out to Danny Garcia. Shout out to Errol Spence and Angel Garcia. I just talk about the truth of boxing, my opinions. No disrespect to nobody. No racism. No biased talk on this channel, y'all. Y'all know how we do on this channel. I thank y'all for tuning in and taking time out y'all life to watch little old me, man. Most of all, y'all be safe out here. Enjoy life. I thank y'all. It's Easy Work Boxing. I'm out.